All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Maddox AI Customer Success Summit. You're now currently watching AI-powered productivity, elevating customer success to new heights. I'm very excited to introduce our speaker today. And as I introduce them, I'm going to have him answer our icebreaker question. What would you use AI to automate in your life outside of work? We have today Hakan Ozturk, founder of the Customer Success Cafe newsletter. So Hakan, what's your response? What would you automate in your life?
Yeah, hey everyone. Great to be here with you today. Yeah, basically AI has been massively transformative for me from a personal perspective. I'll talk about this later on, but one thing that I did with AI was recently the road trip I made to the US. Actually, you know, usually and probably if you love traveling as much as I do, you go through many websites. You have to schedule one by one, especially if it's a long trip. I would say you have to schedule everything on your own, spend a lot of time. Of course, at the end you end up with the plan you are expecting. But this time, what I did is I just listed all the things that I wanted to visit, to do, and just gave it to the AI, to ChatGPT actually, and it kind of drafted me the entire road trip. Like I've mentioned the number of hours I wanted to drive, the places I wanted to visit, the stopovers, and everything. And ChatGPT basically came back with a pretty accurate plan, and then I just had to fine tune. So actually, I would say it saved me a massive amount of time, and it was at the end great experience. I think you probably have also tried this, but definitely something worth doing more. That was my experience.
Yes, I would love to use it for the same thing. That would be amazing. Awesome. Thank you. Before I hand it off to you to start the session, I just want to remind everyone, all of our attendees, please add any questions to the Q&A section. It should be in the bottom of your Zoom panel and it says Q&A on it, and we will get to those at the end of the session. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Let me share my screen. Hopefully you got it right. All right, thanks everyone for joining, and thanks for Mati for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today. Basically, this session is all about you. I made this so that you get out of this presentation at the end with practical tips that you can apply to your day-to-day work, both from a personal perspective to boost your own productivity, then apply it to your work, so that at the end you get massive outcomes from these tips, and hopefully, and I would be really keen to hearing your experience after my session, and of course, feel free to ask any questions you might have. I will go through my presentation, and at the end we will have the Q&A session. So today's objective are twofold. The first one is about using AI, as I mentioned, to boost your productivity. When I say productivity, it applies to everything in life, whether on a personal perspective, as I mentioned for the road trip stuff, but more from a personal development, time management, and also for your work to boost productivity, and it will kind of be massively changing the way you work. And this changed things for me, and hopefully it will change for you. And the second part, I will focus more on the customer success topics, where you will be able to apply the principles and probably the ideas that I will be presenting to you, that hopefully will inspire you, give you some more ideas you might not have been thinking about, and hopefully it will be an open communication and more, I would say, in an interactive way. Before I dive deep into the topics, I just wanted to quickly talk to you about my personal story, and so that you can see where I come from and why productivity, especially coupled with AI, is a massive opportunity for everyone. It's been for me, and hopefully it's also for you in the upcoming months or years. So I come from an IT background with technical background, and I moved into customer success at a time when companies started moving toward a subscription based economy model. And I said, okay, this is there's something going on there. Let's jump on the train and take we're going to kind of the career path I've been following. I've mostly been working on in large US corporations. As you can see here, I've started in support account management and moved into a customer success manager role, then evolved to customer success director, and ended up starting a newsletter. You probably heard about the cscafe.com. I've started the newsletter almost 18 months now, of course, with at the time 0 followers. I just wanted to spread my ideas around customer success and how I could help basically my peers, my organization, and my network share my knowledge. I started as a side project, which today become a massive project. I would say I'm 100% focused on the CS Cafe newsletter that I'm sending on a weekly basis. Basically, it helps you level up your skills in just 3 minutes every week. And we just crossed 2,200 subscribers as of today, and it just keeps growing over time. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you probably see my posts around customer success, and my main objective is really to help you, to give you some practical advice, practical tips, so that you can apply in your day-to-day job, whether it be from a personal perspective, but also, of course, for your success at work and for your career. And most recently, around December time, when ChatGPT kind of took the world as a storm, I also added a second section to my newsletter that I called Customer Success AI Hub, where I also share on a weekly basis tips and tricks on the latest trends about what's new, what you can use on your day-to-day workflow that brings you massive productivity as well. Of course, that's not all. I also started another project that is the customer success job board that is exclusive to CS opportunities. So if you are on the hunt at the moment or looking for many other resources around customer success, you can check topcsjobs.com. We actually crossed 600 candidates at the moment, top talent around the world, and we update with new jobs and new resources every day on many different channels. Another project I also started around a year ago, it's drivingcustomersuccess.com, which is a news blog around all things customer success. And again, I would recommend you check this out. I'm also an author. I wrote so far 4 books. The first one was around customer success, how to become a customer success manager. Actually, I've been very much inspired by the work that Michael Blaisdell from Customer Success Association has put together. I would definitely recommend you to check out his forum. There's many great resources out there. So I wrote this first book, then most recently ChatGPT for Customer Success, where you get many practical tips and prompts you can kind of copy paste, customize for your own needs. And as you are a customer success pro like myself, you probably sent many emails trying to sometimes convince leads or convince your customers to attend an event or to join a webinar. And you probably sent cold emails to your customers or prospects. And I also wrote this other book that is called Cold Email Mastery, Write Emails That Convert, actually, that gathers many practical tips for you to master the cold emailing process. And on a more personal level, I'm also a professional photographer, so I also wrote another book that helps people monetize their pictures online. And finally, I also run 2 other newsletters. The first one is the Success Pod, where I share success stories from the brightest people who have ever lived or who are still alive, like Michael Jordan, this shirt I'm wearing here. So this is all about success stories that you can get inspired from and get some motivation for your own success. And the last one is around photography. If you want to dive deeper into photography, I would also recommend to join my other newsletter. These are all free, by the way. So back to our agenda today. I want to cover 5 main topics for you, which I believe will be of massive help for you. But before we dive into all the things around customer success, there is one point that is fundamental to everything that I've been doing as a customer success professional, and I would recommend you to nail as well, is around the fundamentals that we will briefly discuss. Then I will move into ChatGPT and see how we can automate workflows in your day-to-day work. Gives you some examples, ideas around engagement and how you can improve your retention rates and all things around engaging with your customers. And finally, I will give you some names or some tools that you can use. Most of them are free to start, I would say, but definitely worth giving it a try and see by yourself. So productivity fundamentals, this is all about the 3 main core pillars that I've been implementing for everything I do. All the projects that I've mentioned to you are based on these 3 fundamentals that I wanted to present you briefly. The first one, Pareto principle, Parkinson's law, second one, and the last one is Eisenhower decision matrix. Pareto principle, you probably have heard about the 80-20 rule, which is more popular in terms of the naming. As an example, in customer success, we always talk about, most of the time you hear this example saying that 20% of your customers generate the most of the revenue for the company. This means that to have the maximum impact on the results you have to focus on the 20%, the top important, where it matters the most. So you can apply this on your personal work in whatever you do, the project you are working on, and also at work, because one thing that is fundamental to me is when we say productivity, it's not about being busy. So being busy is not doing productive work. You have to make this difference. You can be busy all day long, but at the end of the day, having accomplished nothing that is valuable or that can bring you to the most results. So most of the time, nail the most important things in the morning. That's what I do around three main topics I nail. Then progressively do the other part, but start always with the most important. Parkinson's law, maybe less known than the Pareto principle. Your work will expand based on the time you give this to be accomplished until it's basically completion. For example, you will run a project. If I give you 1 month, 30 days to finish the work, you will probably kind of procrastinate in the first few days. Around the day 15, you will start maybe to draft a project line. Day 20, you will start to really get interested in the work, but most of the work will be done, and most of the time around the last week or last few days. So the same project, if I gave you 1 week to complete, you can be sure that you will get this nailed within 1 week. So this is basically the law that is called Parkinson, and you can give it a try for your next project. Be really thoughtful about the timing. Force to have your project to be completed in less time than that you initially projected, and you will see you will get this completed. Very powerful law. And the third one is Eisenhower decision matrix, which is based on the Colonel Eisenhower, US president. Actually, he was using this magic quadrant where you have the urgent, non-urgent task on an XY axis. Basically, The tasks that are important and urgent, you have to do it right now. Tasks that are urgent, less important, you can schedule some time to complete them. But for example, tasks that are neither urgent nor important, you can either automate, delegate, or simply delete. So this is also another powerful fundamental that I would recommend you to check out. Basically, these three principles, I often refer them in my weekly customer success cafe newsletter and many publications that I run. It's very fundamental. So ChatGPT for customer success. Who around in this audience has never used ChatGPT? I guess everyone, at least at the very basic level, tried or used the tool, the AI platform from OpenAI. It's all about writing the powerful prompts, as I mentioned here, because the AI will interpret whatever you give the platform. So the results of the AI interpretation will be much more accurate when you give all the information at the very first instance. And how you can apply this to customer success? Actually, one area that is very powerful is identifying the right profile, the right customer profile, as we call ICP, ideal customer profile. Basically, you give this prompt to ChatGPT based on your products and services, and also specific to your industry, and it will draft you the ideal profile. Then you, of course, you have to fine tune again whatever the AI is telling you, but it's really powerful to target the right profile and base your actions and all those strategies that to drive customer success around this ICP. Customer feedback surveys, again, prompts. In customer success, we love running surveys and we love collecting feedback, which is very fundamental to ensuring our customers are successful in the long run. We gather feedback and we take action upon the feedback results. This helps us build trust and authority within our customer base. Basically, if you had 2-3 feedback, it's easy to kind of extract the right level of data. But imagine you have thousands of survey results. You give this to the AI, and it will highlight the most important parts so that you can quickly take action and improve your platform, your services. This is again a powerful use case. Onboarding, as I usually say, onboarding makes or breaks the customer experience. So it's very critical to focus on this initial interaction with your customers. One of the key experts on the topic, Donna Weber, you probably heard about, explains this very well. So I would recommend you to check her work on and her book as well. But it's critical to nail the onboarding phases. So you can use AI, you can use ChatGPT's power to give you some ideas and some highlights on how you should approach the onboarding process with your customers. So give it a try. You probably have already tried, but it's also again powerful. Around brainstorming, again, this is something that I use almost every day from a personal perspective, and also for my work, for all the publications I run. Whenever I need some more ideas to expand my vision on a given topic, or to have some perspective on a given topic, I ask ChatGPT to give me some more ideas, and so that I can maybe combine or go deeper in a specific topic, and then develop the project I'm working on. As I mentioned here, for example, you can brainstorm around how to develop your online community as a company, and it will give you many ideas that you probably didn't think of. Emails, again, another key topic, and I know many customer success platforms out there, Gainsight, ChurnZero, and many others I don't have time to mention, but most of them are presenting templates that you can easily implement within your workflow, so that you can follow up on your communications with your customers, or a product demo you might have run with a prospect. And it's a very convenient way to quickly draft the email, or get or use an existing email and fine-tune, adapt, again personalize to your needs. Around content, everything that is related to building your, for example, your website, your company's website, building knowledge bases, running the knowledge articles, blog posts, to develop your website and to present your visitors with valuable insights, so that at the end you have more chance to convert leads into paying customers. Again, very powerful. Document summarization, we probably have done that. You just give ChatGPT a big document, and you ask it to summarize or highlight the key insights, and within seconds you get the essence of the document. So it applies to large documents, but where ChatGPT is very powerful, I think, is around legal documents or financial statements that can be very complicated to read within the lines or under the lines. But ChatGPT is very powerful to interpret, and to give you a powerful analysis in seconds. Third section, around automation, and again, it's definitely the game changing for all the companies. That's why I usually say, don't get left behind. Join the revolution right now, because this is where the industries and the economies is moving towards. Automation is key to delivering massive accelerated value to customers, and also it has some downsides as well, with some jobs that will most probably disappear, but at the same time some new jobs will be created. Again, automation doesn't mean full automation without any human touch. It's key to personalize and to keep the right level of balance between automation and personalization. The main objective here is really to save time, to be more productive, and also, of course, for companies to save costs while being more while delivering more value to its customers. Within customer success, actually, where I see the most impactful use case for automation is around running business reviews. For example, I've been many times on a Friday afternoon, having my counterparts from sales or from other departments asking for a brief or presentation about an upcoming executive brief or a QBR, last minute call. And this is where I think the power of AI really comes on point. Again, AI is very effective in analyzing large amount of data and customize the presentation based on the customer's needs, given all the data points, which I will come back on later. But very helpful to integrate automation for the business reviews, or for any kind of exec meetings. Again, all the things that are around following up, running or booking another meetings, or following up on the meetings, new meetings, and so on. Very powerful tool to use and automate. Another point for automation is around predictive analytics, and here again, massive opportunity for companies to leverage the power of AI to boost productivity, and also for talking about customer success, to retain customers, to analyze behavior, and build strategies around how to best increase retention rates for the customers, existing customers, and probably most important, identify the customers that are at risk, and take action on a preventive manner to ensure that you keep your customers. And there are several customer success platforms out there, like for example, my friends at Zapscale who are analyzing more than, I think it's around 150 data points or more to deliver accurate great analysis. And also another company that I have been interviewing on my CS Cafe podcast was Hook, and they are also very powerful on running this type of analysis. Customer health is another topic for us in customer success, very important. And customer health based on inaccurate data is not really customer health. It's just it would just be a case that you just tick on. It's really important to analyze, to run the analysis based on accurate actual data and provide meaningful insights and action items. You can use AI for to analyze survey responses, as I mentioned a bit earlier, to run analysis in the customer feedback and the reviews, and it's a powerful way to automate and get quick feedback from the field. I listed here a couple of use cases I've had in mind, and this is completely transforming the entire economic landscape. One of the most powerful ones that I've seen is in banking, financial services, and insurance, for example, around fraud detection. This was very complicated for human beings to analyze massive amounts of data, and now with automation, companies are much more accurate and in a much more faster way to run accurate analysis and deliver meaningful insights. Automation is hitting all the industries: transportation, healthcare, as I mentioned here, manufacturing, internet. The e-commerce platforms are massively using AI automation. And the other point is around customer support. Chatbots are here. You probably had at least once in your interactions with companies with a chatbot. Of course, we are in the very beginning of this technology, although it's already really robust at the moment. I do predict that many first level support jobs or interactions will disappear, because chatbots are very powerful to answer very simple, easy to resolve questions. But then, of course, whenever you start struggling with the chatbots, then I imagine a second level of real human taking care of handling the issue, taking over the issue and run the escalation or the support service that would be needed. Again, data entry, extraction, AI automation is very powerful on these data points, documents, large documents running spreadsheets with 10,000 or 20,000 lines. You would agree that we prefer giving this to automation so that it can give us meaningful insights on the spot. The other points I wanted to mention is something that I really like is around the avatars. AI avatars, actually, you just give your text, and the avatar, you select the avatar you want, you customize it, and you add it to your website. And whenever someone or customer or a prospect comes to your site and wants to get more information about your product, your services, all the basic level, the first line level, can be really handled with the avatars, and it really sounds like not human, of course, but it's just mind-blowing the level of accuracy and precision that it took, like a storm in the world. Some companies like Synthesia or Hagen are very advanced in this technology, and I would highly recommend you to check them out. It's again always free to try, but then you will just be blown away. So interactive tutorials, all the things around quick onboarding or in-product demos or in-product guidance. These are the things that can be easily done with AI avatars. How to boost engagement and retention, again, as I mentioned. the key point here is around the personalization. Of course, we can do many things with AI automation, but the point is not to sound like a robot, right? It's because people make business with people, we buy from people. So at some point, we need to make sure that our customers are not talking to a robot, because there is nothing worse than having an experience where you feel like it's a robotic sound that is handling your most impactful, life-changing decision or whatever. So the business side is around people, and personalization is definitely key. One thing here is you've probably seen is whenever you visit a website, rather than presenting you all the products or services the company is offering, it's much more effective to present the kind of products that the visitor or the returning customer would be more interested in. For example, we are here in summer period. There is no need. It doesn't make any sense to present something that would be in next spring, unless your customer would be interested based on his or her past behavior. So on the purchase workflow process, personalized email campaigns, running out these campaigns to target laser targets your customer, to send the message to the right customer at the right time with the right message is absolutely key. Loyalty programs. Many companies are running loyalty to boost their brand awareness and their customer experience. Again, AI is very powerful to gather a massive amount of data based on customer purchase experience and history, preferences, and so on. So everything that is related to massive amount of data, AI is very powerful and helpful to companies out there. Again, the web experience, adjusting the content on the go live whenever someone is visiting our website is absolutely critical to make a difference based on the competition, for example. Location based, this is something that we all experience whenever we travel. You are presented with products that are more specific to the location where you are. So this is something that is more and more common. Product configurators, this is something that you see with cars, with many other tech tools that you want to purchase. So it's really helpful here as well. Again, automated follow-ups or webinars or presentations, for example, based on the attendees, AI can quickly rearrange your presentation based on your audience interest. And again, at the end, what matters the most is the customer experience. And from the moment that AI is serving the customer, helping you to serve the customer, it's a massive game changing. So we are back to our powerful AI tools. So these are the tools that have been massively changing for me, and probably will be helpful to you as well. I've listed this so that you can probably take some notes and try it by yourself. First of all, around the meetings and communication, Fireflies, for example, is something that I'm using on a regular basis. The meeting assistant, basically you run. We've all been there, right? You go into a meeting, you prefer focusing on the meeting and providing value for the meeting rather than taking notes and sometimes losing the conversation, and it doesn't really look professional talking to customers and writing. So Firefly is very powerful for that, summarizing and sending out the meeting notes, for example. It's the same for TLDV.io, similar products you should try. For the presentations, actually this presentation here, I've made it with gamma.app. This one is the PDF format, but there's many other cool stuff that you can try by yourself. It's very powerful. I use automation. I use this application, for example, to generate the presentation. It's not about running the content for me. It's more, I will spend 90% of my time on focusing on the content, the message that I want to deliver. But the AI will give me the presentation I need so that I don't lose time or do repetitive tasks, add the slides one after the other, and so on. So it's definitely super powerful. You don't have to know any coding or any fancy tools within the app. Slide Maker, Dectopus AI, you should definitely try this one. The other one is from actually our colleagues here, our organizer here, Matic. I've had the experience, the chance to test the application, actually, the platform. It's very powerful. Based on your data, it will gather all the elements and give you the presentation within just a matter of a click, so that you are ready to go for your QBR, as I mentioned earlier, or for your meeting. That's very powerful. You should definitely give this a try as well. Around content creation, AI images are very powerful, so that you don't necessarily need to pay royalties to pictures that don't exist in reality. Writing assistant, content generation, SEO optimized content if you are very keen on developing your SEO, your company's web page or website's SEO, very powerful, phrase.io. On the visual side of things, image generator, Image Journey, you probably heard about that. Creating logos, application icons, charts and graphs, many things. Really easy. Within seconds, you get the graphics. YouTube, very powerful. Sometimes, or it's really often happens very, I would say often, when you have a 1 hour YouTube video, but you just quickly grab the highlights of the video. What I do is I go on this application and I just ask it to summarize the video so that I can either produce the content around that, or write a post, or share with my network and so on. It's very powerful to summarize and get more insight around YouTube rather than writing all the notes by yourself. It's game changing. For the task and project management, taskite.com, very easy, very straightforward to use. Documents, chat with PDF, very powerful. Actually, the guy who's building this has just crossed 200,000 users. Basically, you ask a question and the AI will give you the answers based on the PDF document that you just uploaded. It's just crazy stuff there. Resume writing, or another one that you can definitely use, you should definitely use. It's you give all your highlights, career highlights, and it will build you a powerful and awesome resume in seconds. Around reading comprehension, if you want to kind of have a text and you want to upload it as an MP3, or if you run a podcast, or if you want to develop your website, your company's website with audio, you can definitely use Speechify. Online reading is for yourself. This again a powerful application. Audio, video, podcast. I've listed many of them. The one that is really game changing. There are two: Descript and HeyGen. Definitely, I would recommend you to try them out. So, conscious of time, I hope I've been able to give you some practical tips that you can apply in your day-to-day work, personal and professional. But one thing that I would say as a closing note is really join the revolution now. It's happening right now. Even if you are just starting, it's not late, because again, in two years of time, many jobs will disappear, new jobs will appear. Customer success industry is evolving, and we need to keep up with the trends, with the new ways of working. The companies are evolving, so definitely try get involved in these topics, and definitely it will help you boost your productivity and customer success for many years to come. Thanks for everyone. Thank you, Anna. I'm done with my presentation. I guess we are heading to the Q&A.
Yes, for the last 5 minutes, we have a couple questions. We'll get to as many as we can, but if we can't get to them, we will share them with Hakan and get his information for later so that they will get answered for you. All right, so I'm just going to answer this out loud for everyone. All of the content, recordings, and the resources that Hakan shared will be available after the summit. You'll get an email when all of that is live so that you can access that. The first question is, have you seen any difference between ChatGPT and Google Bard before this?
Yeah, actually, I've tested the two of them. I'm more keen on ChatGPT because I started with this platform and I'm using the paid version with ChatGPT 4 and all the plugins that you can import and run more in-depth analysis or in-depth research. Google Bard, I found this from a user experience perspective. I found it a bit more. I would say less straightforward, I would say, less intuitive, but at the end, these platforms are, I would say, based on a similar approach to AI, large language model LLMs. But what I've seen lately is Google really pushing hard on kind of getting ahead of the competition. But I really enjoy ChatGPT with all the customizations and improvements that the OpenAI is bringing to the platform. So not huge difference, I would say, but I think the battle, not the battle, but the competition is hot at the moment, and it's great for us as users, as companies. I expect many improvements in the coming months.
Great, thank you. The next question is following up with meetings and QBRs looked interesting. How do you automate the follow-up from a conversation that isn't recorded with a transcript? Would you have to use something like Gong?
Personally, I haven't tried Gong, but I'm hearing many great feedback about Gong. Definitely worth testing that. If it's not recorded and if you didn't take any notes, it will be really complicated if you don't have any other tool at hand. So definitely, I would recommend giving a try. But how the way I'm tackling this question around the meetings is ensuring that at least someone is taking the notes. That's the expectation. Or with the new tools, record, transcript. I find this very easy and intuitive and not disruptive. It's very you can integrate this in your workflow without any kind of specific issue or disruption to your existing process. But Gong definitely is something to try.
Great, thank you. Appreciate everyone joining today, and thank you, Hakan, for a great session. Let's see. If, like I said, all this content will be available in our resource hub, and we will let you know by email when that is available and live. Thank you again for joining us, Hakan. We really appreciate it. And thanks everyone else for attending today, and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. Have a great day.